Okay, so it's been a minute since I've done anything here on my YouTube channel. I've had a lot of people asking me what's up and if I would post some things. And so this is the beginning of me giving that an effort. So if you see some video here, you have some questions, I'm going to be more actively engaged in checking comments and using that for things to build up these episodes or these videos. So obviously I'm out of breath. What's going on here is it's almost midnight on the 26th of September. Tomorrow morning I am catching a plane to Copenhagen, and I'm headed to the Percussive drum event in Svendborg. And so this was basically my last little rip on the drums before I take care of the rest of the things I got to do before I get out of here. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to make some video along the way and at the festival so you can see what's going on. I tend to take these things. I don't get too caught up in details and get to do too much planning. I'm not real. Clinics and these kind of things are not my natural tendency or inclination. But I also feel like it's real good to push myself to do these things. So what I'm in for tomorrow is, well, by the time it comes around, I will have traveled from 11 a.m. Nashville time, Central Standard Time, all the way over to Copenhagen. Then I'm going to be there for about 2 hours, maybe catch a nap, catch a train to Svendborg, have 1 hour maybe before the doors open to look at these drums that are not mine, not set up for me, and completely different sizes. I play mostly bigger sizes these days, so with my rack toms up, it would be 12, 13, 14 rack toms. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 8, 10, 12 for me, so which is fine. Like I say, there's something about putting myself in uncomfortable positions that I find that when I have to do these things by myself, I'm best under duress and best left to not. If something can throw me off, excuse me, if something can throw me off from thinking, then usually something better happens. So I kind of embrace a bit of the discomfort of not having my, my usual situations. I'm not even taking a pedal. I'm going to take a few pairs of sticks, and whatever goes down, goes down. That's the sound of my ice maker. As I do these things, I'm just running out the door. Didn't have much time to address this. I'll get the audio better together on my vocal mic, but I'm also not going to over-analyze this shit. It's going to be a take, and it goes up. There's not going to be any editing. So what I've been up to, obviously Toto. I'm touring with Toto, which has been fantastic to be back with those guys. We've got some more dates coming up in November through South America, and so that's exciting. I also, if you're checking this channel out, please go over to Renegade Roach. That's my project with Judson McKinney, and it's been everything I've worked my last 3 years with this guy. I have huge aspirations with this. He's a remarkably talented guy, and the music we've made together, I'm very proud of. It's all up on Spotify, which is a total shit show, but if you're here, give us a follow over there. The music's up, Renegade Roach. We got 6 or 7 tunes up, and we got 15 in the can. More's coming. If you dig this t-shirt is one of our designs based on our music, which is kind of the way that thing works. You can go to shoprenegaderoach.com and check it out. We got some other things up there that are cool. But on this, I'll be covering some of that here. Basically, anything I'm into will be showing up here. But one thing I want to get into, because I've been asked so much, is just some straight things about drums and just my approach, my situation here with my studio. We can take you guys around for that. So like I say, if you have questions about anything, you want to hear anything discussed, if you want me to go through anything playing-wise, feed me some comments, because that'll help move along the videos that I make. What was just happening was a complete impromptu, just like warm up for me in my mind of accessing how I might walk in that room on Saturday night and hit a solo. And, that's been something that was new to me. I'd never taken solos, didn't want to, was not really my thing until this last run with Toto when they asked that I would, and I was glad to give it a shot. It's like I say, good to throw yourself outside your comfort zone. I feel like it's been a major, major point of growth for me. I've started to enjoy the discomfort of it, and also we can talk about this in an episode of what that's about. So we'll come back to that. But what it does for me subconsciously is really great. There's nothing I found that really kind of approaches what pushing myself into that place does. So that's great. That was me, just ripping something out, for mistakes or whatever. I'm not trying to be perfect, and typically I like the energy of what comes out of it when I do make a mistake. It's kind of, it's just, anyway, the nature of it, I guess. But yeah, so watch out for videos in the next, coming week or whatever. We'll go over some of my travel. We'll see how the day goes tomorrow. I already moved my flight because we got this hurricane coming up to the Gulf of Mexico that's going to disrupt things. So I had a 4 p.m. flight with a 2-hour layover to catch a flight from Philly to Denmark. And I thought, given the nature of travel in air travel in the U.S. as being so inconsistent and unreliable, I moved my flight up to 11. So tomorrow might be a drag because I'm going to have a long layover, but I'd rather have a long layover than miss my flight to Copenhagen. So that'll be some of maybe what I do with the video, keep you guys up to date on that, and then show some from the show. And then I'm also going to be over there. I'm working with a kid, guitar player over there, Mikkel Lynn, who's super talented. So I'll get some video of what's going on with that and some other things. But yeah, stay tuned. People have asked me a ton about the halftime shuffle, which, I feel, Jeff Porcaro, for me, is the gold standard on that. And there's other guys, Bernard Purdy. I mean, there's so many guys that play that groove great. But I will go into my approach to that groove and get into that. That'll probably be several videos in the making because there's a lot of subtlety to it, a lot of different iterations of how to interpret that shuffle. And I'll get specific about what doesn't work when I hear guys play it. They'll send me videos and go, hey, man, what do you think about this? And I'm like, whoa, okay. Well, do you really want the truth? It's that thing can sound like what I say when people ask me, that halftime shuffle can sound like a bad rudiment if a drummer is just trying to play the hand exercise of it, There has to be music and interdynamics and swing in that in a very particular way. And I will get into that. So, that's about it. I have still some miles to go tonight. I have something to do, sampling session before I can shut down tonight. Then I have to get my bags packed and get out all that ready to go and a few other things. But see this as a restart or a reboot on content coming on this channel. And we'll see how it goes because ultimately, I want you guys to dig into what I'm doing here, but also my band, which is Renegade Roach. And, every effort we can make in one area, helps the other, I think. So please hit your comments. If you like what's going on. If there's anything in that mishmash of a solo I was playing that you want me to break down, I'm not going to transcribe things. I can't stand that. I can really demonstrate the basic shapes of kind of the things that I practice, which is all that all came from. It's just little things I was doing for my hands just to be able to articulate the grooves I wanted to play better. So I can get into the detail of why I do that and why I think that's a more effective way of improving your groove playing than trying to just practice groove playing. So all those things that I was incorporating playing, by myself there are just a combination of things I worked on for my hands and feet and whatever, to be able to articulate better. So we can get into all these things. Like and subscribe, like the video if you would, because it helps throw it out there to other people. And subscribe if you haven't, and throw some comments in there about what you want to check out, and we'll get into everything. I'm also into classic cars, and I like to turn wrenches and do that kind of thing too. So I built a studio. I do wiring. I do all kinds of stuff. So we can get into anything you're interested in. All right. So I'll be looking for the next video. I'm also getting over a bug, so that's just like compounded issues as I'm trying to get out the door. But I'm all safe and well. Just a little dry cough left. So, yeah. So I'll catch you next time.